Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're glad you can make it. MaxxPowered Gaming, where we're going to be running a little bit of our Tokens of Calamity deck. Made a couple changes to it. 4 Marshals, 2 Legion Landings, 4 Footlight Fiends, 4 Hyroid Precinct 1, 4 Cavalcade of Calamity. So we'll pause there for a second so you can see we've got 1 power, 1 power, 1 power. So all these creatures with 1 power are going to be triggering an extra 1 damage if I have a Cavalcade of Calamity out on the battlefield. If you have 2 Cavalcades of Calamity out on the battlefield, each 1 power or less creature does 2 extra points of damage, direct damage to the player that's unblockable. We'll continue on. 2 Goblin Instigators. So additionally, Hyroid Precinct 1, we all know that all of our colored cards are going to be popping off an extra 1/1 token. Those tokens are also going to be popping off a Cavalcade of Calamity the next time they attack. 4 Depose Deploys. We run 4 of these cards, which seems excessive. However, we actually use the Depose early on. We have nothing else to do. Plus, we can tap a creature to get a full attack in, triggering our Cavalcades without losing anything. And Deploy is just a fantastic ability to give us some life. Usually, you have an average of 4 to 5 creatures out. If you can get a Deploy off with an extra 2, you're getting 6 health plus the extra 2 on the battlefield. So it's not a bad deal. And we'll get back to token creation here in a second. 2 Swiftblade Vindicators, because Double Strike will trigger Cavalcade twice. Deputies of Detention, because it's a 1 power creature, which also triggers Cavalcades, and it's our only 2 sources of removal in the deck. 2 Dovin Grand Arbiters, because we can get the +7 activated very easily after having a bunch of creatures out using this +1, because you get +1 for each creature that hits face. 1 Chance for Glory, because it's one of our win conditions. 2 Tajak, which seems out of place and is out of place. However, its passive ability, which is prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control, he serves as a shield for your entire board from any kind of out of the combat damage. So your Gates of Blaze, your Fiery Cannonades, anything that would board wipe you that's going to do damage instead of minusing your health. He's going to protect you and he'll eat it, and he can also mentor and he can also first strike, so he's got some extra upside to him. 2 Heroic Reinforcements, because A, it's more token creation by itself, B, it synergizes with Hyroid Precinct 1 for an extra token, C, it gives everything haste for the turn, and D, it gives everything a +1/+1, and we'll get into our final win condition, which is Divine Visitation. So every token that we generate while we have a Divine Visitation out, instead of getting the 1/1, we're getting a 4/4 Flying Angel with Vengeance. So we've got 4 here, 2 here, 4 here, and then all of our colored. We've got our deploys, we've got our Dovins, we've got our Heroic Reinforcements. We've got a lot of ways to generate tokens, which is 4/4 Angels. And I think we run 23 lands here with semi-underperforming rares because I don't have them all. Alright, let's get into it here. Alright, go ahead, play some Cavalcade of Calamity. Getting a strong opening hand is definitely important to us, as with any deck, really. 1 mana, that's kind of not strong. Everything else looks good, but we can't function on just 1 mana. To start, 2 mana, and we don't even have a white to cast our Marshal. That's unfortunate. I'll have to just get it out there. So at least we can cast him next turn, so we will get the red out. So we're running behind 1 turn here, not the end of the world. And we will have mana on turn 3. Oops, I almost messed up there. To cast the Deputy of Detention if we need to. Otherwise, we'll be popping out a Cavalcade and just doing 2 damage. Let's see what we draw. Search for as Council comes out. So we are going to be rushing through this. We don't want him to get any extra draws from us right now. If it's a control, it's a control. Put down as Climb Control, maybe. Come in with 2. Yeah, we'll pop out our tokens. Just attacking with 2 damage. We gain 4 life on that as well. A little bit earlier than I generally like to cast those, but I'd rather hold back and then cast the Cavalcade Calamity this turn, so he doesn't feel over-threatened by all the tokens out there. Wilderness Reclamation comes up, so let's hope he's not holding a counter spell for the Cavalcade. And he's not. Oh, it's such a beautiful sound. Down to 12. So there's 8 damage. Does he have us settle the wreckage, maybe? Already cast the Nexus. Well, that's a shame. 2, 3, 4, 5. What's a shame is we'll be getting our Divine Visitation out, which means our Marshal is going to be triggering a 4/4 Angel. He paid for that, so what's he casting here? Does he have the counterspell? Another Nexus of Fate already. Good lord. Okay, he does not. But I'm sure he's holding a damn counterspell by now. He's not. Oh. That's a 4/4. Oh. He gets his counter back. Hopefully he does not get another Nexus down. We've already been through 2 so early in the game. Still sitting on 44 cards. And he's got another Nexus. How is he getting lucky with these things? We will not block. Another turn. Gets a draw. Now, I would find it very hard to believe if he pulls another Nexus out of his little tushy on this. Activate. Okay, so he's getting desperate and drawing. Did he draw a Nexus? He drew a Nexus, didn't he? I hate Nexus. Don't do it to me. Just let us win this one. Another Hydroid, so he puts us on a blocker. Could have a Nexus because he's going to be untapping here at the end of his turn. We will not block. Wilderness. Do we see a like Nexus? He's holding a Nexus again. Oh my goodness gracious me. How? How does he have so many Nexuses with so many cards left in his deck? 3 Nexuses? Another Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, he doesn't have any more. But he's got draw, doesn't he? Yep. There's no way. There's no freaking way. No! You did not. You did not do that to me. Did you do it? No, he's hovering over his as a Canto. Did you do it? 1, 2. Oh, he's got unlimited draw with that? Oh, it untaps with the Reclamation. That is nice. He's going to do it again. For another Hydroid coming out, maybe he's got. He's digging for that Nexus. Don't give it to him. Oh, he didn't even let us finish it off. I am so happy to beat you, you Nexus deck. You worthless pile of garbage, you. God, I'm so happy that our Cavalcades of Calamity and our Tokens of Calamity deck took him out. Alright, we'll show the deck again here. We'll leave on our high horse after taking out the Nexus. 4 Marshals, 2 Legion Landings, 4 Footlight Fiends, 4 Hero Precinct 1, 4 Cavalcades of Calamity, 2 Goblin Instigators, 4 Deposed Deploys, 2 Swiftblade Vindicators, 2 Deputy of Detention, 2 Dovin Grand Arbiters, 1 Chance for Glory, 2 Tajax, 2 Heroic Reinforcements, 2 Divine Visitations, and then 23 lands. And we just beat a Nexus deck. Well played. And thanks for joining us, MaxxPowered Gaming. We'll hope to catch you again in the future.